Pol Espargaro heads back out onto the circuit. At the moment, he has not so far set a lap time in this session. He's only got one bike, of course, available after a spill late on in FP2.
I wonder why he hasn't set that lap. You know, that instability I got to see, in the last session, just sort of while we're looking at him, out of the last turn, when he put that lap in, it was very unstable, the bike, and I did see that he went onto the curb with a little bit more speed, running wide, trying to keep that last turn going, and because he was leaned over on the curb, which is not flat, it's got paint on it, when he accelerated, the back let go, and then lucky for electronics is trying to manage that, and then he got that massive pumping and wobble. But yeah, it looked really unstable.
Yeah, there's been a few moments for the Hondas and the Ducatis in that final corner. Turn number 11 in particular has been really painful for Pecco Bagnaia. So here we go then, these are the final flying laps. It's the pole position up for grabs here in Argentina at the moment. Aleix Espargaro, who's not had a pole position in MotoGP since Catalonia in 2015 when he was a factory Suzuki rider. Are Aprilia on course for one of the most memorable days in their history. Simon said yesterday, I don't think anybody would have probably predicted Aprilia not just taking pole position, but at the moment, Aleix Espargaro is running away with it. Over 0.3 of a second clear of Martin in second. This man, Fabio Quartararo, on the front row, fighting a bit of a lone battle for Yamaha, as Simon mentioned, really, with Darren Binder still getting to grips as a rookie with his year-old M1. Andrea Dovizioso still struggling to find his best form, having made the transition from the factory Ducati, and Frankie Morbidelli not able to, at the moment, get on par with Fabio Quartararo since his arrival in the factory Yamaha team. As Aleix Espargaro then heads back out on circuit. There'll be nice new shiny brand new Michelin rubber on that Aprilia racing machine as Fabio Quartararo, Speedway style. Well, Fabio Quartararo and Jack Miller exchanged a few heated words after the Grand Prix in Mandalika last time out. There was a bit of contact between the pair early on in that wet race, and Fabio Quartararo there clearly feels like he was impeded by Miller on that lap.
Well, he was, and Jack would feel terrible. I know he's going to go, oh no, but yeah, look at, oh no.
Yeah, that Ducati was right where Fabio Quartararo wanted to put that Yamaha, wasn't he? Yeah. So Fabio Quartararo, well, Jack Miller's just got engaged to his good lady Ruby. I don't think Fabio Quartararo is going to be on the stag do invite list at the moment. What do you think, Simon? The stewards will have a look at that one.
Yeah, Jack should have looked, and got further out of the way, but it was one of those, it's not as clear cut as the usual one, put it that way.
Fabio Quartararo then getting his head down, got all the hard work to do all over again. Would that lap have been good enough to knock Aleix Espargaro off pole position? Unlikely, we've got to say, given the brilliance of Aleix Espargaro's 38.108. But even so, Fabio Quartararo just trying to keep his composure.
I should throw in, I was saying about how difficult it is on engine braking to manage the 3-compound rear soft. I should say they're doing that to help them on acceleration, give them the right compounds when they need it on this difficult layout for the rear tyre.
That just looked like Fabio Quartararo was just maybe in a little bit hot, only a fraction hot into turn number 5 at the moment. I don't think he's going to be too upset to find himself on that front row. Of course, he'd like pole position. He'd like to add a Tissot watch to his rapidly expanding collection, but at the moment, he might well be on course for second place. But as it stands at the moment, Aleix Espargaro, this might be close. Oh, Martin, I was just going to say this might be close. Jorge Martin absolutely nailed that last sector. His crew are so pumped at Pramac Ducati. He was as well. Don't celebrate too early yet, Jorge. There's still, 70-odd seconds of this session remaining, but he's on pole with a 1:37.839.
I disagree, Matt. Celebrate, because he's into the 37s. He's done what he wanted to do. What a star, as usual. Will
it be good enough for pole position? At the moment, Maverick Vinales goes up into 5th place. Second row for him, and he's still got one more lap if he needs it. Johann Zarco, he's also trying to find his way through onto that second row. Aleix Espargaro Is he going to gate crash the Plummet Ducati party late on here? Jorge Martin gate crashed the Aprilia party, and now there's trying to be some instant revenge coming from Aleix Espargaro. Zarco, he'll get one more lap in. He climbs up to 7th place. Aleix Espargaro now is about to come through that 3rd sector, and Aleix Espargaro is absolutely blitzing it. Here comes Alex Rins. We need to be following the Aprilia man just behind him though on the 41 bike, because Aleix Espargaro, here we do pick him up then halfway through this crucial final sector. And this could be a milestone moment in Aleix Espargaro's 200th MotoGP appearance. Is it going to be in Aprilia's first ever MotoGP pole position? It's a 1:37.688. They can't believe it down in Aprilia. Thumbs up all round from Romano Albertiano and Massimo Rivola. Although, is that going to be good enough? Brad Binder is on a late charge on the factory KTM. Don't celebrate too quickly. I think Massimo Rivola has spotted this man, Brad Binder. What late drama here in Argentina. Aleix Espargaro on course for Aprilia's first MotoGP pole with a 1:37.688, and he's got it. Surely he's got it yet. Binder's lost it in the 3rd sector. Fabio Quartararo has been pushed back down to 6th, and all the drama of Aleix Espargaro. Luca Marini's on the front row of the grid in 3rd place. What a turnaround for him. He only got inside the top 10 late on in FP2, but Aleix Espargaro on the factory Aprilia. Huge congratulations to him. Huge congratulations to everybody connected to the Nuwali factory. It's been a tough and rocky road at times for Aprilia, but it looks like they're on course for their first ever MotoGP pole position.
Matt, coming into this one, I said to you in an earlier session, Aprilia on pole, but I didn't believe it 100%. I thought they've got a chance, but to do it, unreal. Now look how happy they are, and they are a lovely group. They really, I probably robbed the most coffees from them. Being an Italian team, they've got nice coffee, and they're so nice, and really happy for them.
Alex Rins wasn't able to improve on 7th place, so he'll start alongside his factory Suzuki teammate Joan Mir on the 3rd row of the grid. But all the headlines and all the plaudits will go to this man, Aleix Espargaro's first pole position since Barcelona back in 2015. Sweet, sweet moments for the factory Aprilia team.
Yep.
What a way to go into your 200th MotoGP start here tomorrow in Argentina. It was Aleix Espargaro and Aprilia that tangoed here in Argentina. A stunning 1:37.688, their first ever MotoGP era pole. I think Jeremy McWilliams was the last Aprilia Premier Class pole position.
Yeah.
Phillip Island back in 2000.
I think you're right, on the triple.
A long, long time ago.